It doesn't make me weak.
I just want to cherish it, then it happens. It's not something I can control.
Just stop. Stop.
Anxiety is so much more than just being nervous. Anxiety creeps inside you even when things are at their best. It's feeling tired all the time due to constant worrying. Anxiety feels like fear. Fear, not just being scared, but a really paralyzing kind of fear.
It doesn't just feel like a bug. It feels more like a tick. It latches onto you and it won't let go.
I envision worst-case scenarios. Car wrecks, getting struck on the street, plane crashes, or getting robbed. If I'm at a hotel, I think of a stranger breaking in and murdering me. That's where my headspace is. Always racing.
I used to try to keep it contained, but it didn't feel good. I felt like I was going to throw up, I'd get bad headaches, a lot of stuff.
I tend to sweat profusely. My head, my neck, and hands.
Out of all the mental health issues, I am most impacted by anxiety. Often when I share this with people, I feel alone. Like, I don't think they really understand what it feels like. Their comments are often, "Oh, calm down, relax, don't worry, don't overreact."
It's ridiculous when people say, "Oh, stop, you're being paranoid," or "It's all in your head." People need to cut that out. It's so much more than that.
People tend to get frustrated with me, and really, that's the worst thing you can do.
I'm sick of people who compare themselves to me. People see me and think, oh, she's out doing things, she's successful, whatever, but your story and my story are very different. People will be like, oh, it's nothing, you're just nervous. Like, no, it's not the same thing. It's not something I can control, and it's not something I wish I had.
I experience anxiety quite often. I also experience the occasional panic attack. At first, I didn't understand what it was. I was living in New York City after going through some major life changes, and I started to have these episodes where I was feeling like I was having a heart attack. I went to the emergency room 3 or 4 times, and everything turned out fine. Everything was normal. Finally, a doctor in the ER during my last visit said, "You have anxiety. You just had a panic attack." I remember at that time feeling shocked. I was confused and at the very same time ashamed, because at that time there was such an enormous stigma associated with anxiety. Anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the United States, affecting approximately almost 20% of the nation. I want to invite others to share what their insight is on anxiety. What does it look like and how does it feel for them? What are their triggers?
For example, in college, if I didn't like a certain class or I had a hard time understanding the topic, I would have anxiety going to that class every single time.
Anything new that I haven't experienced yet tends to set off my anxiety.
When I'm so eager or excited for something and I just want to cherish it, then it happens. The anxiety pops right back up. Then it kind of turns everything upside down. I lose my way.
I'll go to a new place, or one I'm not too familiar with. I may not know how safe that environment is, or if I'll fit in with the environment. It's that feeling of not being sure, not knowing if I'm going to be okay.
Why do people suffer from anxiety? Well, there are various reasons. At times it can be biological, perhaps genetic, sometimes triggered as a result of a life event. People cope with anxiety in different ways.
I've been going to therapy, and for the longest time, I refused to take any medication. I resisted. I wanted to take care of my struggles on my own, but over time, I realized that I just finally need to accept that maybe medication could be a way to help me.
No, I don't take medication. After doing my own research, I discovered that people don't feel like themselves on medication. And I prefer to feel like myself, anxiety and all.
No, that really isn't for me. I'm definitely the type to avoid going the medication route. To help alleviate my own panic, I look inward, to my core.
If you don't seek help or blow off steam when you need to, it will build and stay there.
There is no right or wrong way to treat anxiety. I personally feel that those who choose to take medication are largely looked down on. Quite honestly, we need to talk about anxiety as well as other mental health issues. It's difficult to struggle with something, especially when you feel like others don't understand or simply can't relate. Maybe others want to show their support, but just don't know how.
I've had anxiety since first, second, third, or fourth grade, so I'm not overreacting. It's not something I can control. And I wish people were more aware of that and wouldn't act like it's nothing. It's something that not even I fully understand. One thing I know you can do, be kind. Ask if there's anything you can do to help. You don't want to keep putting off your time to hang out with your friends.
Ask questions. Why do you feel that way? Well, how do you feel? What caused it? How can I help?
It's not something I have control over. I'm not weaker for it, nor am I incapable of anything.
It's not uncommon for someone with an anxiety disorder to also suffer from depression or vice versa. Nearly 1/2 of those diagnosed with depression are also diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. We'll continue this dialogue next week surrounding the topic of depression. Keep an eye out for the opportunity to sign up for a support group with the National Deaf Therapy. Community members will lead group discussions so that you can process this more if needed. Let's continue to talk about this. Let's break through stigmas.